Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 29th of July. So let's start our session and let's see that what are the things we can learn from this particular day. So before we start, these are the topics we are going to cover in this session and which includes international news and national news and state news. After that, I have brought some banking and finance news for you. After that, we will discuss the defense, sports, important days, obituary, appointments and resignation, and at last I will summarize that what we have learned so far in this particular session. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Okay, so first news I have today with myself is that External Affairs Minister Jaishankar unveils the bust of Mahatma Gandhi in Tokyo. So recently, the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, the member of Rajya Sabha, unveiled a bust of Mahatma Gandhi in Tokyo Edogawa Ward. So Mahatma Gandhi, as we know, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was also considered as the father of the nation, and basically was the particular personality that is the face of the national movements in our country and handed perfectly in the independence of our country with other important members, other important revolutionaries. So his bust means this kind of sculpture of a person that is called a bust. It has been unveiled in Tokyo Edogawa Ward. The event highlighted Gandhi's global legacy and his timeless message of peace and non-violence. Just to add to this, 2nd of October is also commemorated as the International Day of Peace and Non-Violence, starting in 2007. Another thing I would like to add to this that last year, Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's statue was also unveiled in USA, and it was named as the Statue of Social Justice, and it was the highest statue in the USA of Mr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. If we talk about another thing, so the unveiling coincides with the Jaishankar's visit to Japan for a Quad foreign ministers meeting. The burst serves as a symbol of India-Japan friendship and shared values. So remember this thing as well. The burst it serves as a symbol of India-Japan friendship and shared values. Japan's Sado gold mines gains UNESCO status. So UNESCO World Heritage Committee decided to register Japan's Sado gold mines as the cultural heritage site on 27th of July. So another news from Japan. Japan's Sado gold mines gains the UNESCO status. Okay, just to add to this, recently India also got three more UNESCO sites. Two UNESCO sites last year and one UNESCO site this year only. Two UNESCO sites that were declared last year were Shanti Niketan and Hosala temples in Karnataka. And other than that, if we talk about another 43rd heritage site that was declared recently during the 46th session of UNESCO in New Delhi. And in that, also $1 million have been pledged by the Indian government so that particular important work of excavation and discoveries could be particularly continued in the southern part of the global world. Just to add to this, now UNESCO has declared a status for the Japan Sado gold mines. Sado gold mines are basically the cultural heritage site in Japan. The decision came after Japan agreed to include the mine's dark history of abusing Korean laborers during the World War II in its exhibit. So it used to be a mine where Japan used to particularly put a lot of Korean laborers without any kind of help and without any kind of consideration of their health. And particularly if we talk about, this was an abuse to the Korean laborers at that time. So Japan has considered their mistake, and now UNESCO has given the status of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Japan Sado gold mine. Registration signals are an important in ties between Tokyo and Seoul. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. Sado Gold Mines is now recognized for its historical and cultural significance. So remember one point, Sado Gold Mines is related to which country? It is related to Japan. Dr. S. Jaishankar at the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting in Tokyo. So it was a foreign ministers meeting that has happened. That means the foreign ministers of all the four countries of Quad were there in Tokyo, and S. Jaishankar also became the part of it. So foreign ministers from Australia, India, Japan, and United States expressed serious concerns over maneuvers in the South China Sea. So the concern was regarding the South China Sea, that what type of thing are happening in the South China Sea by the Chinese government, and the particular concern regarding the South China Sea was made by all the four countries that were part of this meeting. They pledged to bolster maritime security in the region. So now South China Sea, which is also the largest sea in the world, it will be now be particularly secured by all these four countries regarding the security from China intervention. Joint statement came after talks between the Quad countries in Tokyo. The meeting was attended by Australia's Penny Wong, India's Subramaniam Jaishankar, Japan's Yoko Kawa, and Antony Blinken from the US. So they all are particularly working towards this. And also Malabar exercise. Also, if I tell you about Malabar exercise also take all these four countries together, particularly every year. This year it is going to be held in Bay of Bengal. Ninth Governor Council meeting of Niti Aayog outcomes. So Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi chaired the ninth Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog. The meeting was held at the Rashtrapati Bhavan Cultural Center. It was attended by the Chief Minister and Lieutenant Governors representing 20 states and 6 union territories. Key outcomes discussion focused on national development and policy initiatives. So remember one important thing, ninth Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog came into being, and it is talking about that how we can transform the things and how the governors and the chief ministers are taking care of their states. So all these type of things are being discussed regarding the ninth Governing Council meeting. India's first sunken museum at Humayun's tomb set for grand inauguration. So, capital city of India is set to unveil the first sunken museum at Humayun's tomb complex on 29th of July. The museum, located at UNESCO World Heritage Site, will offer unique perspective on Mughal history and architecture. It promises to blend historical artifacts with cutting-edge technology for an immense experience. The inauguration marks a significant addition to the Delhi's rich tapestry of historical attraction. So, Humayun's tomb was built by Gulbadan was built by Haji Begum. She was the wife of Humayun, and she was the mother of Akbar as well. This tomb was built around 1556 when Humayun died after falling from the stairs of Deen Panna city's library. And basically, Humayun was the second king of Mughal Empire, and his fight with the particular Sher Shah Suri was significant at that time, as Sher Shah Suri was able to remove Humayun from the Indian subcontinent, and for 15 years, Humayun was out of league in India. After 15 years, he came back. He got his throne back in 1555, but just 1 year after getting the throne, he died after falling from the stairs. So Humayun's tomb is there. His autobiography is known as Humayun Nama. Humayun Nama was written by Gulbadan Begum, his sister. Humayun was the eldest son of Babur. Babur, who came to India in 1526. He died in 1530, and after that, Humayun was in charge of the areas of Delhi, Agra, and major part of today's Indian subcontinent. Telangana CM announces 309 crore development project package for Kalwa Kurti. So, Chief Minister Ravinath Reddy of Telangana attended the public meeting in Kalwa Kurti on Sunday. The event marked the death anniversary of the former Union Minister S. Jaipal Reddy. CM announced significant development package worth rupees for 309 crore for Kalwa Kurti Assembly constituency. The package aims to honor Jaipal Reddy's contribution to Indian politics and support local development. So basically, the Kalwa Kurti constituency was the constituency of Mr. S. Jaipal Reddy, who was also the former Union Minister, and Chief Minister Revnath Reddy, during his public meeting in Kalwa Kurti, he declared that a 309 crore projects will be launched soon in this particular district. And for this purpose, he holded a meeting and also commemorated the life of Mr. S. Jaipal Reddy. So remember the name Kalwa Kurti, that is a place in Telangana. Who is the Chief Minister of Telangana? Mr. Revnath Reddy. Ultratech acquires 32.7% stake in India Cements for rupees 3,945 crore. Ultratech Cement, flagship of Aditya Birla Group, will acquire 32.72 equity stakes in the India Cement. So you must have heard about these two companies and saw a lot of times their ads on TV. So now Ultratech Cement, that is a part of Aditya Birla Group, the very famous infrastructure and other type of companies in India, is now acquiring the stakes in India Cement, and that too is 32.72%. The acquisition is valued at 3,945 crore and will be finalized through a share purchase agreement. So that's all about this. So remember that which particular cement company has acquired India Cements 32% stakes in India Cement, that is Ultratech. The agreement is pending regulatory approval. Regulatory approval means that now they are required approval from CCI first of all. So far, I hope you must know that CCI, the competition industry in our country, that particularly takes care of all these type of acquisition and merger. Ultratech plans to make an open offer to India Cement shareholders at 390 rupees per share after securing these approvals. So this is another development that they are going to do. But before that, please remember Ultratech acquires India Cement 32.7% stake. Karnataka Bank partners with ICICI Lombard General Insurance. So Karnataka Bank has announced a strategic partnership with the ICICI Lombard General Insurance Company. Remember that ICICI is a bank that works in retail banking and non-financial banking services as well. But also they are also in collaboration with the Lombard General Insurance to give and provide loans to the customers. And now Karnataka Bank Limited is coming together with ICICI Lombard to create a new type of collaboration. The partnership will enable Karnataka Bank customers to access comprehensive range of insurance products. So majorly these type of collaboration are just to create a new type of customer line for each and every type of insurance company and bank. So for this purpose, these type of collaborations are done. Collaboration aims to cater to various insurance needs, including health, motor, travel, and home insurance. It is designed to benefit both individuals and businesses. So remember, Karnataka Bank partnered with ICICI Lombard. Digital payment rise 12.6% by March and 2024 RBI data. As of March 31, digital payments in India experienced a 12.6% year-on-year increase. The RBI digital payment index reached 445.5. This marks increase from 418.77 in September 23 and 395.57 in March 2023. RBI attributed this growth to improvement in payment performance and infrastructure across the country. So basically when we talk about the digital payments, so digital payment rise 12.6% by March and 2024. RBI, according to RBI data. INS Tabar reaches St. Petersburg for Russian Navy Day celebration. So INS Tabar, a vessel, a frontline frigate of the Indian Navy, arrived in St. Petersburg for the 328th Russian Navy Day celebration. The ship is the part of the India's Navy Western Fleet based in the Mumbai under the Western Naval Command. So remember, INS Tabar is the part of the Western Naval Command. It was warmly welcomed by the Russian Federation Navy. Its visits aim to strengthen maritime cooperation and interoperability between the two navies. So remember, the 328 Navy Day is celebrated recently by Russia, and which particular vessel or frigate, frontline frigate, went for this celebration from India? That was INS Tabar. Recently, if we talk about, so under the anti-submarine warfare INS Arihant, in the anti-submarine warfare Arihant class, INS Agrivat has also been launched. And apart from that, if we talk about recently, INS Nirdeshak, the second survey vessel of Garden Rich Shipyard Shipbuilders Engineers, was launched for to the Indian Navy after INS Sandhyak. And apart from that, now INS Tabar was also in news as it particularly participated in the Navy Day celebration of Russia. That was 328th celebration. Neeta Ambani unveils India's house at Paris 2024 Olympics. So recently, Neeta Ambani, the IOC member and founder of the Reliance Foundation, inaugurated India House during the Paris 2024 Olympics on July 27. This marks India's first ever country house at the Olympics, a significant milestone in India's Olympic journey. In her speech, Ambani celebrated the occasion as a representation of India's Olympic ambitions. She expressed hope for India to host the Olympic Games in the future. So, Neeta Ambani, the IOC member, founder of the Reliance Foundation, she inaugurated the India House, and this house is dedicated to the people. So, we who are whomever of are coming to the particular place for the Olympic Games. This marks India's first ever country house at the Olympics at a significant milestone. And remember that it was launched by Mrs. Neeta Ambani. Lewis Hamilton wins the Belgian Grand Prix after the George Russell's disqualification. So, Lewis Hamilton, a very famous name in the field of Formula One racing, he particularly clinched victory in the Formula One Rolex Belgian Grand Prix, his Mercedes team. So another person was from Mercedes team that was named George Russell, and particularly he crossed the line first, but he was disqualified. This disqualification was due to Russell's car being found underweight in the post race inspection. So just as happened with Vinesh Fogart, if you know that she was in the finals of the wrestling 58 kilogram category, but just before the game was about to be started, she was weighed by the government, by the association of the Olympics, and at that time she was weighed to be 58 kilogram and 100 grams more. So basically, when we talk about her, so she was disqualified from the finals and she did not win any particular medal. Same happened to Russell. So George Russell, who drive for Mercedes team, his car found to be underweight, particularly after winning the Grand Prix. So that is why Lewis Hamilton was given the particular medal for this particular victory. The violation was confirmed by the technical delegate reports, leading to Hamilton's win. International Tigers Day. So, Tiger Day is celebrated to raise awareness about the tiger conservation. For that purpose, in 2005, National Tiger Conservation Authority was also established. And in 1972, under the Wildlife Act, tiger has been named as the conserved species in our country. This global initiative focuses on protecting the natural habitats of tiger. It aims to increase the public awareness, engagement in tiger related issues. So remember, tiger conservation is very important, and also Save the Tiger campaign was started in 2004. At that time, only 1411 tigers left in India. But now the counting is quite good. So for that purpose, this National Tiger Conservation Authority was also established. Just to add to this, Bihar is going to get another tiger reserve other than the Valmiki Tiger Reserve in the coming years. That was named Kemur Tiger Reserve. APJ Abdul Kalam's ninth death anniversary. So on July 27 marks the ninth death anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the 11th president of India. So he died in 2015 on 27th of July when he was giving a lecture in Meghalaya. Known as the Missile Man of India, Dr. Kalam made monumental contribution to aerospace engineering and defense technology. His work in the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program is particularly noteworthy, and Dr. Kalam's legacy continues to inspire generation, emphasizing integrity, humanity, and perseverance. So basically, if we are whenever we are talking about the indigenous missile development program in India, so it was first started in 1980s by this man, that is Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Under that category, Prithvi missiles were first introduced. And after the Prithvi missiles, different type of ballistic missiles and indigenous missiles were developed in India. But he was the one who created this thing. And also his particularly his contribution in the field of ISRO or space agency is also noteworthy. And apart from that, he was the 11th president of India from 2002 to 2007. When we talk about his birthday is celebrated as the World Students Day. Should also know that. So that's all about him. Please remember, this is the ninth birth death anniversary of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Manoj Mittal take charge as the SIDBI's CMD after appointment by Center. So Manoj Mittal took charge as the CMD, Chairman Managing Director of Small Industries Development Bank of India. His appointment was made by the Government of India. Prior to this, he was the Managing Director of the Industrial Financial Finance Corporation of India. Mittal's leadership is expected to drive SIDBI's mission to supporting small industries. So, for this purpose, Manoj Mittal has been appointed as the Small Industry Development Bank of India's CMD. So, let's revise that what we have learned so far in this session. So, first of all, External Affairs Minister Jaishankar unveils bust of Mahatma Gandhi in Tokyo. Japan's Sado gold mine gains UNESCO status. Dr. S. Jaishankar at the Quad Foreign Ministers meeting in Tokyo. Ninth Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog outcomes. India's first sunken museum at Humayun's tomb set for grand inauguration. Telangana CM announces 309 crore development package for Kalwakurti. Ultratech acquires 32.7% stake in India's cements for 3,945 crore. Karnataka Bank partners with ICICI Lombard General Insurance. Digital payment rise 12.6% by March end 2024. INS Tabar reaches St. Petersburg for Russian Navy Day celebrations. Neeta Ambani unveils India House at Paris 2024 Olympics. Lewis Hamilton wins Belgian Grand Prix after George Russell's disqualification. International Tigers Day 2024. APJ Abdul Kalam 9th death anniversary. Manoj Mittal took charge as the SIDBI's CMD after appointment by Center. And that's it in this session. I hope you all enjoyed the session very much, and there were a lot of things to learn in this session. And we'll hope to meet you soon in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.